Friday night in O'Leary at the Cavendish Farms Arena. Of course, they're looking to see the home team come back here in the second period. And Mid-Isle Matrix are going to do their very best to hold this lead and maybe extend it. It looks like we're going to have McDonald, Toombs, and Howitt with Trivers and Corbett start this second period. And remember, we're on a 25-second power play to start things off. Toombs now kicking it back to Corbett. Corbett deciding to skate it in. Flips it down behind the Warriors' net. Harris now back. Battling is McDonald. McDonald trying to set it up in the corner on this Matrix power play. Fired down. And Trivers couldn't keep that one in. He gets it back and just fires it right back in. 2 seconds left in the penalty. Corbett gets that puck back. Now we're at even strength. Here's Trivers. Trivers to Toombs. Toombs coming in off a shin pad. Here comes Toombs, will keep that in to Trivers. Trivers with a move. A backhand wide of the net. And McDonald will chip that one off the boards past Trivers and down the ice. Here comes Corbett now. Remember, we're at even strength. Corbett along the boards. McEwen coming in. McEwen, Hickox, and Toombs up front with Trivers and Corbett on defense. They're going to go for the change. Coming out now are Phillips and James, and Fraser will center Hickox and McEwen. Push to the side, and James fires it up to Hickox. Hickox backhands it out. Callahan picks it up with a nifty move, but Phillips is there, backing behind to Hutt. He's stopped by Fraser. He gets it to McEwen, back to Fraser, but Otway stops it at the line. Now Hickox, Otway keeps it in. Now Callahan getting it deep to Hutt, but James picking up the puck along the boards, pushing out to Howitt, McEwen, but Morgan keeps it in. Fired back in behind the net, and Phillips tries to move it, but Hutt moves it back to McElduff. He misplayed it, and here's Hickox, but Hutt moving it deep. Phillips, though, fires it out just past McElduff and down the ice, and icing waved off as McElduff backhands it, and quick pass to Hutt, but James intercepts it. Now is James now watched by McElduff behind the net. James stopping in the corner. James working out in front, and that was Gardner almost got a stick on it. Phillips trying to keep it in, but it sneaks between his legs. He's got to hustle back as Otway is pressing. Phillips putting it around the net to Cody. He works it out to Bullpit. A nice one-touch pass. Bullpit carrying it in deep in the corner. He's bumped. I believe that was McElduff again who picks it up. Moving it to Otway. Otway, and a nice breakout by the Warriors there. Moving it up forward, watched by Peugeot. Fired to Trivers in front. Trivers now skating it up the right-hand side. Trivers getting it deep. Trivers firing it in front. Bullpit now picking it up off the boards. Oh, and Gardner almost got that one as well, just narrowly missing it. Cody battling to Smallman. And Trivers picking it up in the neutral zone, tries to flip it ahead, but Goody gets it across to Arsenault. Knocked off his stick by McDonald. Now fired forward, but Trivers picks it up. Trivers now coming to the center, firing one off of the skates of Collins. Now Trivers trying to get in front, and that was blocked. Back to the line with Corbett, and Mills now working it down the right side as Corbett chases. And good play by Corbett as Mills tried to put it through his skates and it went off him. Now Toombs and Corbett. Toombs pushing it forward to Cody, back to Toombs. Toombs coming in, tries to make the move, but he's stopped. And the long pass attempted as Murphy was going up. Henry now watching as Mills tries to get in front, but Corbett clears it And a blast by Collins, kept in by Murphy. Intercepted by Henry to McDonald. McDonald coming down, trying to move it through. Murphy intercepts. Mills now up to Murphy. Murphy being watched, fires that one. And Morass made the initial save. The rebound came out. And that was McGregor that popped that one into an empty net on the rebound. So at 15:43 in the second period, the score now 2-1. The officials are having a little conference, and no goal. No goal. The goal is called off. And the officials are saying that was kicked in. I believe it was kicked in. And of course, oh no, it was in. It was in. It's he pointed to the center. The teams are lined up. The score is 2-1 in favor of the Matrix. On the goal by McGregor for the Warriors. Hickox, Surratt, and Fraser up front for the Matrix. Pushed back now to Trivers. Now Murphy getting it. Now Murphy trying to go wide and in front. Just past the net. Here's Fraser pushing it up. Fraser coming through the neutral zone. Fraser leaving it for Hickox. Intercepted. Fire down the ice as James comes back. Murphy's right there. Off the boards. Now Surratt. But Murphy getting the puck back. Murphy coming into the slot area, pushing it just wide of the net as Fraser battles, but Murphy getting it back. Another shot, that was just deflected wide of the net. Now here's Hickox trying to find Surratt. He got a piece of it, reaching behind him. Now Ramsey fires that one in deep. Picked up by Trivers. Trivers to Hickox. Hickox couldn't handle it. Morgan kicks it in, but Fraser gets it out, and Hutt pushes it back to Morgan. Hutt try to get it, and that will be icing. So at 14:34 left here in the second period, the score now 2-1. Here's Bullpit at the draw. He's got Gardner and Cody on the wings. Pigeon and Corbett on defense. Corbett picking up the puck as Oatway chases. Now Gardner coming through the neutral zone, firing it in. Collins moves it up, and Pigeon moves it back, but is fired back in by Collins. Here's Corbett behind the net now, and something was happening behind the play between Gardner and Collins, and we see Gardner going to the box, and it's an interference call. Those are the penalties we can't afford to take. And the Warriors will go to the power play. For the penalty kill, we've got Phillips and James with Bullpit and Cody. And the puck is sitting there in the face-off dock. And Cody gets a hold of it and fires it down. Morgan now coming around. Being forced by Cody. He gets it to Hutt though. Too far ahead from Mills, and that will be offside. Sorry, icing. 13:54 left, a minute 41 left in the penalty. Bullpit and Cody will stay with Phillips and James on defense here. One back by Murphy to Morgan behind his own net as Cody watches. Now Morgan leaving it for Murphy. Murphy coming up to the left side, and Cody forced them to change up and got it. But Morgan picks it up in the neutral zone, finding Murphy. And Phillips is trying to force him to the corner. He does. A nice pass out front, but Mills couldn't quite get it on his forehand. Now Morgan working it to Murphy. Murphy firing that one across. Toe save, I believe, by Morass. Work back by Mills to Morgan. That one's fired over the net. Here's Hutt. Hutt circling, working it back to Murphy. Murphy moving in, working it to Hutt. Pass back out in front. I think that's Otway. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. Now James moves it to the side, but Hutt coming up with it again. Fires that one. Knocked down by James and fired out by Bullpit. Down the ice. 36 seconds left in this penalty. Morgan fires it up to Hutt. Hutt gains the zone. Corbett and Trivers out now with Howitt and Toombs up front. Out in front, off Trivers' skate into the corner. And Toombs gets the puck. Coming out. But Otway is battling back against him. Toombs keeping the puck somehow. And swinging at it from his belly. But Harris will carry it out for the Warriors. Toombs, though, getting a puck back and pushing it in past Arsenault. But Arsenault battling and getting it back. Here Collins now up the boards to Mills. But here comes McDonald. We're at even strength. Corbett off the boards looking for Arsenault. Now to Corbett. To Toombs. Back to Trivers. Trivers to Corbett. Just got it ahead of him. And chipped up the boards. Howitt tried to kick that to Toombs. Goody picked it up. Now McDonald battling. Harris getting it to Collins. And he's frustrated as that will be icing against the Warriors again. Here's Bullpit at the draw. Pigeon and James out there. With McEwen and Cody on the wings for Bullpit. And Cody rubbed out Smallman. It's pushed along the boards now to Goody. Cody turning them back, though, is McEwen and Bullpit forecheck along the boards. They're looking for Smallman. He flips it to the line. Pigeon steps up, and Bullpit fires it in deep as Harris moves it back around to Collins. Collins reverses it. Back to Harris, who finds Smallman. Rink-wide pass to Arsenault, I believe. Fired off the boards. And kicked forward by McEwen, and Bullpit now chasing. And good play by McEwen to get it back. Fired by Bullpit. That's off a leg and into the corner. Now Collins with it. Trying to come out. He's bumped by McEwen. McEwen cutting him off, but Collins pushing it in. James pushing it over to Pigeon. Pigeon up the boards of Cody. Cody across to McEwen. McEwen leaving it for James. James getting it deep and forechecking. James doing a good job using his size. And Corbett getting it in the neutral zone, firing it in. Surratt and Gardner out there with Fraser. And James and Corbett on defense. Here comes Jackson Gardner into the slot. Fires that one just wide of the net. Henry now firing it in deep. Caught by Gardner. Over to Fraser. He found Surratt, and Surratt just missed the net. Up the boards now. Corbett stepping in. Getting it to Gardner. Gardner back to Corbett. Corbett now firing that one. Tipped by Gardner. Off the leg of Fraser into the corner now. Henry gets one right on. Saved by Weil. Back to the line. Corbett firing it in. I hear Jackson in front. Gardner to the side. And 2-3 saves by Weil. And somehow the puck stays out as Fraser and Gardner and Surratt were pounding at that puck. McDonald, Toombs, and Howitt up there with Phillips and James on defense. Gardner now working. Now Mills to James. James fired that one right in, and we got a penalty on the play. Head contact. And that will be Toombs heading to the box. And I believe he signaled it was a 2-minute head contact penalty. He did. Out now are James and Phillips on defense with Bullpit and Howitt at the front. Morgan now looking for Murphy, got it out past him into Hutt. Hutt working it back to Murphy. Murphy trying to come into the slot, working it to Hutt. Hutt behind the net, back out to, that was to Mills, now to Morgan. That one made it through, and Morash puts it in the corner. Mills to Morgan, Morgan to Murphy. Murphy, that's redirected wide by Bullpit and James. Mills, now to Morgan, now to Murphy. Murphy firing that one, and that's off of James into the corner, but Hutt picks it up. Hutt carrying it out front, and wow, what a save by Morash there. Now James puts it up and over the glass on a deflection. I believe it was off of Oatway. Coming out now for the Matrix are Corbett and Trivers with Gardner and Cody up front. Gardner at the draw. One to the side. Hutt moves it back to Morgan as Cody forces him. Now Murphy trying to come in. Forced by Trivers. Back behind the net now as Corbett backhands it to the line. Morgan will keep it in though. Morgan working it across to Murphy. Murphy now firing it backdoor past to Mills. He was quite a ways off to the side. Mills back to Morgan. Morgan to Murphy. Cody is right on him. But Murphy fires it in front. Corbett backhands it to the line. Morgan back to Murphy. 36 seconds left on this penalty. Now here's Mills, watched by Corbett. Mills in the corner. Watched by Gardner now. Back to Morgan. Fires that one over to Mills. In front. And Hutt had that on a stick, and then so did Murphy, but they couldn't handle it. Now Murphy circling around back to Morgan. Morgan stepping in. Morgan with a couple of nice moves, 3 nice moves, and he makes a shot, but Morash is there to shut the door. Murphy back to Morgan. Morgan firing that one. Glove save by Sam Morash. And with 1 second left in the penalty, the Matrix will change. Here comes Phillips and James with Howard and McDonald up front. And Toombs will be out of the box in 1 second. Howard trying to win it. It's one back to Harris. Harris fires that one just wide of the net. James now off the boards. To the line, kept in. Toombs is back on the ice. We're even strength. James moving it up to McDonald. McDonald now trying to fire that one over to Toombs. He couldn't quite get it to him. Toombs now battling for it. And it's worked out to the line. Toombs kept it in though. Now Morash, now McDonald keeping it in. Now to Toombs. Toombs couldn't get the shot off. And Collins had to mug him. Otherwise Toombs might have scored. And that was a tripping call. And I think it's safe to say that that was what anyone would call a good penalty, as Collins really had to pressure Toombs, I should say. Otherwise, Toombs being the sharpshooter he is, he probably would have had a great chance of scoring. So, McDonald, Toombs, and Howard up front with James and Henry on the points on this power play. Here's James. Oh, I'm sorry, Bullpit, I should say. James and Bullpit, our standard power play. Bullpit to Toombs. Toombs back to Bullpit. Bullpit firing that to James. James got the shot off, but Weil got himself into position to make the save. 1:46 left in the penalty. Toombs at the draw versus Murphy. And it's won back by Howitt, but James couldn't quite control it to keep it in. James to Bullpit. Bullpit making the move on Mills, coming up. moving it in, and Bullpit going wide, setting this up on the Matrix power play. Bullpit now to James. James over to Toombs. Toombs in front. He was looking for Bullpit back door, and Howitz almost got a stick on it too, but the Warriors intercepted that one. Is down the ice. Here's James coming down the right side. He's pushed off the puck by Mills. McDonald had it, but Morgan firing that one high off the glass. The linesman had to duck to get out of the way of that one. Here's Toombs behind his own net, trying to set up this power play. 50 seconds left. Toombs to James. James coming down. We've got Cody and Gardner out there, and Corbett now too, and Trivers came onto the ice. Murphy flipping that down. And Trivers back for it now as Moras is out to play the buck. Trivers now behind his own net. Trivers with 26 seconds left in the penalty, waiting for Corbett. Corbett carrying it up the ice. Corbett making a nice move in the middle, firing that one, and a nice save by Weil. And it's won back by the Warriors, and Hutt fires it down the ice. Trivers back behind his own net. Trivers now carrying it. Trivers deciding to go down the left side as Arsenault chases. And it's inside to McEwen, and they tried to find Cody and couldn't get him. And whoa, Goody almost chipped it by Corbett, but Corbett's back, and he fires it into the Warriors' bench. Penalties over. We're back to 5-on-5. No, I have no idea. So Toombs will take the draw against McGregor. Push forward, Arsenault, I should say, push forward. Now Otway is watched by James. It's pushed along as Harris keeps it in. Toombs picks it up. And now Henry pushes it to the side, flipped out off the glass, and down as Otway picks it up. Otway trying to move it by as Howitt leads the body into him. Henry now to James. James, a long pass to Howitt, just skipped over his stick, and now Harris is back as Toombs checks him. And wow, that one was off the post as the shot from James was tipped by Howitt just off the post. Here's Hutt coming down, watched by Henry. Fires a long shot, and it's just offside. And I just got a low battery signal here on my YouTube feed. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Cody, Hickox, and Bullpit. No, sorry, McEwen and Bullpit now, and Trivers and Corbett. Trivers are getting it in deep. Pushed around behind. Fired out to the line. Corbett tried to one-time that one in. And here comes Goody just getting it in deep. Fraser's back around the boards to Ramsey, who keeps it in. And Trivers picks it up, moves it to the side, knocks it up to McEwen. McEwen off the boards. Now Trivers coming back. And Fraser stepping up. Smallman's in there now too. Push forward as Trivers comes back for it. Trivers getting it. And Trivers still with the puck. The long pass up to Gardner. Morgan got a stick on it, but it's deep in the Warriors' end as Gardner gets there first, but Ramsey pushes it back. Now Fraser moved up by Smallman, and Surratt steps up on Smallman there. Now here's Gardner chipping it in. Good forechecking by Surratt now. It's off the boards. Here's Murphy, and that will be an icing call. And the Warriors aren't happy with that as they felt it was a touch. And they're going to, I think move that one to center ice, as it does happen every now and again. An honest mistake can be made. Nope, they're sticking with the call, which is fine too. Toombs at the draw. He's out there with Howard McDonald, Phillips, and James on defense. 2:49 left in the second period. One back to Phillips. Tried to get that one through. Now Howard picks it up off the boards. Over to Phillips again. He fires that one. Holy cow. Toombs redirected that one just over an open net. Now James and Howard almost tipped that one too. Howard pushing it. And it's worked back by McGregor. Stepping in is McDonald. Now here's Toombs. Toombs now working it back to James on defense. Fired in, and that one's wide of the net. Now Phillips keeping it in. Saved by Weil, redirected to the corner. Toombs now battling against Collins, and now Murphy flips it up. Toombs, though, James stopping it on the boards. And worked across by Collins to McGregor, but now Phillips works it back to James, and now McDonald gets it up to Toombs. Toombs, and fires that one, blocker save by Weil. And McDonald moving it in. McDonald out in front. Wild sends that back to the corner with his stick. Now Howard to James. Fires it across to Phillips. Fired in. And that went off of Harris in front. Back to the line. James is there though. Fires that one wide of the net. And that will be picked up here by McGregor, who tries to fire it down. And Phillips turns it around. Off the skate of Toombs, and it's over to the side. Here comes Gardner and Cody. And Bullpit. James now with it. Looking for Phillips, just got a little ahead of him. And now Murphy kicks it forward. Phillips takes it away up along the boards, but Harris is there to keep it in. Watched by Gardner. Back in deep to Murphy. Murphy coming around, fires it in front. And holy cow. Cody taking that puck away, as I think it was McGregor almost got his second of the game. Trying to work it around now. Good forechecking by Gardner. Here comes Cody with the puck. Bumped off by Murphy. Murphy trying to come out. And it's pushed up by Morgan. Now Gardner gets it out of the zone. McElduff with it. Firing it in. Murphy picks it up just inside the line. A quick snapper, and that quick glove hand of Sam Moras stops it. .22 seconds left in the period. The score 2-1. Hot at the draw versus Toombs. Howitt to Toombs to McDonald. McDonald now setting it up, fires it at the net. Off the pad and just trickles by. Now Otway deep in his own end, being chased by Toombs. Otway trying to come out. His puck is knocked off his stick by McDonald. And that will end the period.
Alrighty, after 40 minutes, we have a barn burner going on. We got a definite barn burner. These kids are going back and forth, man, alive. We're going to give them a rest here, give them a chance to rehydrate. We're going to give the ice a little face once more, and we'll see you back here again to finish this barn burner off.
So the Matrix are going to have to work hard in this third period to keep the lead or possibly extend it, because you know the Warriors are in a do-or-die situation. They're going to be coming out hard a game. But I got to give the Matrix a hand. They played a great game so far, and just need to capitalize on some more of their chances. We'll see you in 10 minutes.